Welcome to Deep Thought. Much can be learned from social media news stories. Now, what do I mean when I say social media news stories? Not necessarily a news organ, but like say you on IG or something or TikTok and somebody share a news story about something, and it could be a clip from somewhere. You will actually get more out of the social media than the mainstream media. Because, okay, this book behind me here, Propaganda by Edward Bernays, Sigmund Freud's nephew. A lot of stuff in the mainstream media is serving a corporate interest, a political interest. Well, honestly, a corporate interest, because the politicians are ultimately under the control of the corporate entities, of the corporate entities. So they just hitmen for the corporations. Let's just be real with it. Don't get too caught up. Yes, definitely vote, but don't get too caught up in the politicians themselves. They always represent an interest. But whatever the case, it is propaganda, a lot of propaganda. Or they trying to get you to think about certain things, keep you focused on some things. See, one of the things I find with social media, just in general, like just on IG, because I follow some sites and they will share news, particularly regarding the black community and in America. And the globe, they will show you some stuff. They will show you some stuff that's actually happening. Indeed, when I say the globe, let's use Africa as a great example. If you look at the mainstream media, they'll make Africa seem like just a dust bowl and just totally jacked up and all of that. That's the mainstream propaganda. But then when you start getting news stories on social media, they can't control that. And you getting stories from the source. You're getting people reporting from the source. It's very good over there overall. Yeah, it got some bad parts, but so does the U.S. I mean, every country got a bad section or several bad sections. But see, the thing with Africa, you only see the bad sections. They don't show you the good stuff. They don't show you what they're building up in places like a Ghana or Nigeria or South Africa. They don't show you those things. You don't hear about it except you see something on social media. And let's continue with what's shown with in Black America. Let's continue with that. How often are they showing some predominantly black school where all the kids are getting scholarships? I've yet to see that on mainstream media. Or you got some young kids getting some stuff. I've yet to see that. You get some feel-good story every now and then, but then you be seeing the positive stuff right on social media if you're looking for it. And let me be clear, though. Regardless of, race or class or whatever. Oh yeah, you're going to have some negative stuff, but let me put it like this. Take anything negative with a grain of salt. And really the positive stuff too. But see, here's the thing, regardless of what it is, always research it. Always research it. Look at the source. See what you can find out otherwise. Because I'm going to tell you what, especially with the negative propaganda, which you'll get in the the mainstream news, and really also on social media, always ask who's promoting it and what they're doing it for. But it's still a great source because you're seeing what they can't promote. See, one thing, even with the mainstream media, there's only so much they can talk about. And they tend to stay on national subjects. They tend to be a cross-section. But you can find out what's going on in many subcultures, many businesses. I know about many businesses being built up within the black community that you don't hear anything about on mainstream. They might do something, even local news. But then social media at least share something and some links. Now that's something too. Follow the links too. See what's happening. And there's a lot happening, but you ain't gonna hear about it in the mainstream. Because see, one of the things with mainstream news, it is propaganda. They promoting a political agenda, economic agenda, even a lot of negativity. One, for ratings. If you had just feel-good stories all the time, people will stop watching it after a while. Let's be real. Even on social media, Like the negative stuff, oh please, people eating it up. It's going viral. People making videos about it. YouTube, TikTok, IG, Facebook, whatever. They making videos. But you have a group of kids who just invented a way to make water out of dirt or something. Oh, you might never hear about it. Or especially if they black kids. You might never hear about it. But then somebody covering it and share something. And I'm gonna tell you what's a news source too. Just ordinary people sharing stuff. There's been a lot of change just because people were able to witness like things from police brutality to negative conditions and stuff just with smartphones. See, that's one thing. You're getting a lot of news just from following certain people. Because that's the beauty of it. You got citizen journalists out here now. Not even trying. They just break out their camera. I use the George Floyd example. That we wouldn't have had none of that if somebody hadn't been there with a camera. It's just been another case. So it's enough. So much can be learned. Pay attention to it, but still research it, even if it's a good story. Because I said, yeah, definitely do that for negative stories and see if there's some truth. Fact check it, but the good ones too, because the good stuff, hey, if it's true, they shouldn't have a problem with fact checking it. That's one of the things. There shouldn't be a problem with it because there's a lot. There's a lot there. And I'm going to tell you what, with the citizen journalists, people just popping up a smartphone or something, that's probably ultimately better because even if you got, like say you had someone who they start a social media page and they focus on the news. At some point they got to think about, well, we're not doing this for free. We're trying to make money. So they might be like, yeah, you can run this story, but this one's going to get more views. You know, this one will put more money in our pocket, even though the other story might be good. See, you get caught up once you get caught up in that money thing. But see, one of the things with people sharing stuff on social media or reporting on stuff or pointing it out, yeah, there could be money involved if it's a business itself. But for the most part, it's more sincere. For the most part, I'm going to keep emphasizing, always look, you know, still research. Trust but verify. You know, trust it at face value, but verify it to make sure it's good when you dig in. And then you can find out so much. Because one of the things I've said, and I've said this more to some people in private, there's a lot of stuff happening. In fact, I said it on this channel. I said there's a lot of movements happening, a lot of stuff happening. You know, you can get an idea about a lot of stuff because now people can be open. You know, you can get anybody who can upload something. They can witness some injustice or they can witness something positive and just upload it. So you can get a lot from those sources. So definitely something to pay attention to. So anyway, that's all I have for now, y'all. Pay attention, learn from these things. Anyway, that's all I have for now. Get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.